You might have been on social media and seeing women applying Il Makiage makeup and just loving it. But you might have also noticed that all the women you see are under 40 years old. Well, they had contacted me quite a long time ago, and I did a full face of makeup video, but it's been a while. And now I'm 64 years old, so I thought I'd do another one. Now, what I'm going to do after applying the foundation on my face is I'm going to use a slightly damp beauty blender. These are wonderful for blending out full coverage foundations, and then I'll buff it out with the Il Makiage foundation brush. I have a few products I'm using in this video that are not Il Makiage. Everything I'm wearing is in the description box below the video. So to get to the description box on a phone or tablet, go below the video and you'll see the word more. Tap that word more and it'll open up the box a little bit. Then you have to tap the word more a second time, and that will open the box completely. I'll also list a link to everything in the first comment below. So to get to that on a phone or tablet, you'll see the word comments, tap that, it opens up the comments in a pop-up. Then you have to tap where it says read more, and that opens the first comment completely. And that first one, I'll pin it there and all the products will be there as well. All right, so let's get to my tutorial. I'll talk through it. I'll speed up some parts as well to do this full face. After clipping my hair back, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Base Smoothing Primer, and I'm only putting it where I have larger pores. I'm applying their Flawless Perfecting Concealer under my foundation, using it as a corrector. Because the color in number 25 is a little orangey, you can see I added a little bit under each eye and in the inner corner, and then I'm using my ring finger to smooth it out. Now I'm ready for the all-important Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation in number 035. It comes in a pump bottle, and I'm just going to start with one pump, and I'm dotting it all over my face. I like to smear it on and get into the little corners before I switch over to the beauty blender. Now, I found that slightly dampening the beauty blender, squeezing out the extra water, then rolling it onto a towel makes it just a little bit damp. Getting that extra water out with the towel makes a difference. And then I just press it in all over my face, especially in the pores. Then I use the Il Makiage Foundation Blending Brush number 100 to buff out all of the edges and make sure that everything blends together really well. Before I move on, I check everything in a 10 times magnification mirror. Now I'm using something that's not Il Makiage. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Stick in Mink. I like to do some contouring, especially on my jowls, a little bit on my nose and under my lower lip, and I buff that out. Then for a bit of highlight, I also use something that's not Il Makiage, the Emlin Under Eye Cover Cream. I put it on both sides of my nose and buff that out. Now for setting these areas, I'm using the Il Makiage Hydrating Setting Spray and their transparent loose powder. So for the spray, I spray a little bit on the back of my hand, use my ring finger, and tap that under eye area. I'm also going to put some on both sides of my nose where I have larger pores. Then opening up this loose transparent powder, I'm going to use a little brush, tap the excess off, and just lightly tap a little bit of that powder on those areas where I just put the spray. Then I'll use a large brush and a little bit of that powder just for my cheeks to prep for the powder blush. The blush is the Il Makiage Mineral Baked Blush in the color Poker Face. A little bit goes a long way, and then I buff it out with a large fluffy brush. This is the Il Makiage Longwear Eye Pencil in the color Oreo. It's very creamy. It's something that you sharpen with a sharpener. I'm just doing the upper lid, and then I'm going over it using a refer brush and the color in the quad in the lower right hand corner just to soften the color. And I'll also line half of the under lash just halfway from the outer corner. The Il Makiage Color Gloss eyeshadows do come in singles. I'm using this light color and putting it all over with a fluffy brush. Then I'm using their Color Boss squad or quad in the set that's called Game Changer, using the color in the upper right corner to do the transition area. It's kind of a pinky beige color. Then I'm using a small angled brush to go into the darkest color they have in the lower right corner to do the outer V, and then I'll blend all of that out. Next, I'm going into the lightest shimmer color and putting that on the mobile lid. And then I'm using Benefit's Cookie Highlighter to highlight the inner corner. This is the Makiage Icon Mascara in black. It's pretty easy to apply, and I just keep swiping the wand until I have as much mascara on as I want. I also did my lower lashes. For lips, I have two Il Makiage Color Master lip palettes to choose from. I went with the palette called Pink Champagne, and the color is number 5, Pink Lady. I applied it with a lip brush. Then I thought I needed a bit of lip gloss. I'm using the Pixie by Petra lip icing in the color Cookie, and that's the finished look. So that's it. I really like how it turned out. I'm looking at it in my 10 times mirror, and it looks good around the pores. This is one of those foundations that does last all day. So, give it a check it out. And I don't know what the return policy is. You'll have to check with them, but open up the description box or the first comment to check out the products in detail. Then after you're done doing that, check out one of my other videos by tapping its image on the right side of your screen, and I'll see you in the next video.